What's going on, people, and welcome to a brand new episode of Too Many Games and Not Enough Time, the podcast where we get to speak to incredible gamers across the globe. 2025 is gone, it's a new year and them thing. And I need to celebrate you people, yeah? So because I want to celebrate you nice, I'm going to be doing some giveaways. Yeah, I'm going to be giving away headphones. I'm going to be giving away a mic for your setup. So if you want to know how to win this, make sure you stay to the end of the video. But you know what? It's not all about that. What it's all about is the incredible guest I have on the show today, because I have a Twitch streamer. She is a fashion designer. You can find her Squid Gaming in Black Ops or Marvel Rivaling. She is a K-pop queen and super fan, and you think you're living in your world, but it's AP world. AP, welcome to Too Many Games and Not Enough Time. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you. That intro was amazing.
Well, it's well deserved. I've been watching your stuff and I like your vibe and I like the energy, and it's important for me to make my guests feel good. So you feeling good?
I'm feeling real good right now. Yes.
That's what I want to hear. All right. So you love Fortnite. Fortnite was a game that really kind of sucked you in, and when I kind of saw your first gaming clips, it was all in on Call of Duty. So I wanted you to tell me, is Fortnite the first game that really grabbed you, or tell me about the first game that pumps to mind of you that makes you say, "Rah, I really love gaming"?
Yeah, so it was Fortnite. I got into that game during COVID, and it was when they had a Travis Scott collaboration. And basically, I was on Twitter at the time, and everyone was talking about, "Oh, have you seen Travis Scott's concert on Fortnite and whatever?" And I'm like, why the hell is Travis Scott doing a collab with Fortnite? So my little brother had a Nintendo Switch, and I was like, "Oh, let me borrow your Nintendo just so I can play Fortnite to watch Travis Scott." But then when I got into the game, I'm like, how the hell does this thing work? Like, I didn't understand the concept of a battle royale. So I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I wanted to see Travis Scott perform. Got into the game, and then the concert started, and it was literally, Fortnite hasn't done anything as good as this since, by the way, but it was literally such a good experience, and that's what drew me into Fortnite, and then I just fell in love with gaming from there.
So that's sick, that's one of the things, like, people are always like, why would Travis Scott do a concert in Fortnite? But that kind of joint enterprise is what is going to grab so much people.
Yeah.
And one of the things I always say is, like, humans are never one thing. Like, we don't just like fashion, or we don't just like music, or don't just like gaming. People are going to like multiple things. So for you to be able to get sucked in like that, that's dope. And funny enough as well, is like, that concert was mad. The way they made the skin of him and everything was insane. I know you was kind of disappointed by the BTS concert that was happening in Fortnite.
Do you know what? I actually should find the video that I made, because I uploaded my reaction to the BTS collab thing that they tried did, and obviously, like, the Travis Scott experience was so insane, like actually insane, that when they did the BTS one, I was like, oh, okay. Is this it?
It's like you someone taking a picture of going to eat at a restaurant, and you're seeing a big meal, and you're like, oh yeah, I need to get in on that, and then you come and you get some little spoon thing, and you're like, what's this, fam? That's not what I saw people eating.
It was literally, that's a really good analogy. It was literally that.
So what really interests me is, all right, so you've got the Nintendo Switch, you're playing Fortnite. How did you get your brain around the building, the shooting? Like, was you getting that after the concert? Was you jumping back in and trying it? Like, and how did that kind of click to your mind?
So basically, Fortnite has like little limited games. Well, now they've got so many, but back then there was just a few limited games that they would have. So instead of me going straight into Battle Royale, I was playing this game called Payload, which is the same concept as Overwatch. So basically, I played that for a bit, and obviously you still have to like shoot your opponent and stuff like that. So from that limited game, I sort of learned a little bit how to maneuver, and till this day I still can't build, but
My building is trash. I'm the. You see what? I feel like these youths are in the Matrix. They're like this with their building. I'm like, fam. You see when they did the non-build mode?
Loved it. Yes.
Thank you. Needed that.
But then, of course, as I gained more, I met obviously friends along the way that do build. So then I have to play the build version. But as long as you've got 2-3 people in your team that can play, then you're fine.
So you're like, let's keep it a buck. You're a Call of Duty sweat now.
Yes.
Like, I know people want to know what's the KD? What's the KD looking like?
Do you know what? I don't know my official KD. This is really bad. Like, I don't even know how to operate the game menu properly. Because for the longest, I actually hated how COD looked because I was so used to Fortnite, which is colorful. I can dance. I can do all these fun things. And then I come to this serious game. I'm like, what the hell is this? But I still don't know how to use a menu, so I don't know what my official KD is. But I should find out.
But I see you bodying people.
I'm sick.
Like, you're not a joke thing out here. I see you bodying people. So how did you get into COD? How did you go from actually this lovable little shooter where you're building and stuff, actually playing on your little brother's Switch, to going into Call of Duty? How did that transition happen?
Okay, so I want to start with saying, like, when I started gaming, so I have like a friendship group that are like hardcore, these are League of Legends type gamers, like they're hardcore gamers. And I started gaming with them, and I realized that like there's so many other games out there, and like it's sort of satisfying to play different games and accomplish those games, if that makes sense. So from Fortnite, I went to Overwatch, but then I got bored of both of them and I just really wanted like something more stimulating. And that's how I got into COD, sort of thing. Yeah.
So when you was playing Overwatch, what would you play?
I was playing on PlayStation 5. Right, so yeah, so obviously I was playing with my little brother's Switch. And then I realized I really needed a console. So I got my own Switch. But then I was like, nah, I need something like, I need something with like 4K pixels.
You was like, I'm gonna break this little thing the way I'm getting mad.
Literally. And I needed to see, because like I was watching, it was the time when the PlayStation was just about to drop. PlayStation 5 was about to drop. So I was watching like all what the specs is gonna be and stuff like that. And you can see all the little tiny details, and I'm like, I need that. Like, I want that. So I was just lucky that I wanted a console and the PlayStation 5 was coming out. So I sort of got that, and then I got into the world of gaming.
So obviously, I said at the beginning that you do design, and hey, one of them hoodies you have to send away, rock that thing and make it look good. You get me? But how did you go from deciding that, all right, you're doing your fashion designing, like you're doing whatever you are in life, you've fallen back in love with gaming, you've gone and bought yourself a PS5 and stuff, to actually putting yourself out there to want to create content, to be able to stream and interact with people and hear these weird youths talking bare madness in your ears, to actually making videos and putting it on your socials and stuff, and actually putting yourself out there, going and networking and meeting people and adding people to even us be having this conversation now. How did that all come about?
So I'll start with why I got into streaming, and that's because nobody told me how wholesome gaming is. And I don't think guys actually deep how wholesome gaming is, but like, you have like a whole group of people that you can game with, and you're joking and you're having fun, but you're not physically with each other. And especially the older you get, you all live in different cities and stuff. So I was like, oh my gosh, our conversations are really funny sometimes. Like, why are we not streaming this? And why are we not sharing this community with other people? Like, I want people to watch my stream and listen to the people that I game with and feel like they're a part of that. That's ultimately the goal.
Yeah.
Because that's one part of gaming that I don't see being talked about a lot, is the community that you create. So yeah, that was the main reason for streaming.
That's dope, man. And one of the things that stand out from that straight away is, I'm lucky enough, I do like talks on BBC and stuff like that, and I get a lot of parents like reaching out and like, oh, my kid's in his room and he's not with any of his friends. He's just always got his headphones on and he's just talking in a mic and stuff. I'm like, no, that's him with his friends. Like, when you was younger, you might have gone riding with your friends or whatever, or you've gone to a play scheme or something with all your brethren, where these kids, they all connect with their friends online. So when they're playing Fortnite, when they're playing Roblox, and they're actually spending time
100%.
with people. It's such a community aspect to it. And obviously there's the toxic part that we can speak about in a minute, but there's such a wholesome part where you can actually spend time and spend time with people that you're probably not going to get to see, or get to connect with people that you never knew you was going to connect to. You learn things about life and people that... I've got someone in my Discord from Switzerland, and he's always sharing these Swiss food that I didn't even know was a thing.
No, that is really cool, and that is another aspect of it, is like meeting other people through gaming. I haven't dipped my toe in that just yet because I get really shy when I'm gaming, and because I'm obviously like girls, I feel like naturally we get shy, especially on COD, when you can hear guys like talking and stuff, and COD is a very tough game. so like meeting people through gaming, I still haven't done that yet, but hopefully I can meet more people through it.
Is that one of the reasons why you don't have your camera on when you play COD?
So no, the reason...
Or is that more technical?
More so because I can't be asked to get ready to stream, if I'm honest. But yeah, I most of the time I do have my camera on, but the last few weeks I haven't. That's just me being lazy.
So you've done a few TikTok videos that and Instagram reels that have been like just videos of gaming with guys and them being kind of toxic. How are you kind of navigating that, going from not really being into gaming like that? You probably gamed when you was young, and then you've got your console, you're playing Overwatch, you're playing Fortnite, you're smacking heads in Black Ops. I'm impressed. How have you navigated the toxicness or the weirdness, or has it been your people that you game with that's actually helped you ride through that nonsense?
Yeah, but I feel like my friends, I wouldn't say that they're toxic. I feel like it's just like frustration when they're playing games, but being able to play with toxicness, it kind of toughens you up. So I'm okay with it, like, if that makes sense. So like, if I were to play with people that I didn't know that were more toxic, I'll be able to handle it a lot better. But it just essentially toughens me up because I feel like it's such a male-dominated field. And at the moment, I don't have any female gamers, and I would love to connect with female gamers. So if I know I'm going to be around very masculine, not aggressive energy, but like frustrated energy, I guess, it just helps me navigate that a bit better. So I'm
Yeah, that's cool, man. You're saying you made yourself tough. You're like, listen, I will lace off all of your heads. Don't play about with me. Get me? This is AP's world, don't you know? Yeah. That's cool. Well, you definitely will get some more female gamers connecting with you once they see this episode of Too Many Games. So make sure you shout out AP. So how did you actually start getting good? Did you feel like the time you spent in Fortnite and Overwatch helped you in COD? And how do you stop yourself getting super frustrated when you play?
Well, I still get frustrated. I don't stop myself. But I'll admit, what made me get good at these games is, again, playing with guys. Because they're not soft. They won't baby me like, oh no, like, it's fine, you'll do better. They'll be like, get better. So I have no choice.
They're like, get good.
Yeah. So I have no choice but to get better. And they like playing ranked as well. So I have to show up, you know? And then...
Are you playing ranked and all sorts?
On Rivals, we're playing ranked, which is tough.
Who's your go-to in Rivals?
Scarlet Witch and Cloak and Dagger.
I was expecting you to go to Storm. I know you love yourself in Storm.
Do you know what? I just like pretty characters. I'm just gonna go to the pretty girls. But yeah, I do want to explore. I want to go towards Hela a bit more. I feel like if I master Hela, like, it's game over. But
he's saying it's a wrap for anyone who comes around
it's
you.
It's a wrap, but yeah, I want to master hell of it.
So what is the plan? Obviously, you've created a social media that's gaming. You've got your personal brand stuff. You've got your fashion brand stuff. You've created something specifically around gaming now. You're starting to connect with people. You want more audiences to have more eyes on you. What's the plan? What is it that you want to achieve, and what is it that you'd like to do?
So for my like graphic design and fashion, I'm not from London. I used to live in a city called Leicester for non-UK viewers, and I moved to London specifically for the creative scene. So I came down here to sort of network and like sort of just get my foot in and get a name for myself as a graphic designer, especially in clothing and streetwear. So that's kind of the plan for that. And in terms of gaming, like I just want to be consistent with it, and wherever it goes, it goes. My main focus again is just a community, and I know like obviously there's a lot of streamers and a lot of gamers that have the exact same goal, and I just think it's really cool that that's becoming a lot more of a thing, and I just want to be part of that. I just want to be part of a community.
What I really like about when I watch your stuff is you just seem so authentic. Like you seem like you're enjoying yourself. You seem like you're bantering with your people, and none of it seems forced. It feels like you're just enjoying gaming and you just want to share it with people. And I think that's a really genuine thing and something that you should really try to hold on to, because the bigger you get in the space, a lot of people do stuff for numbers, a lot of people do stuff for clout, a lot of people do stuff specifically to work with certain brands and stuff like that, and they start removing just the fun and love aspect of it. And I feel like you've still got that excitement, passion around it, and I think that's something you should definitely hold on to.
Again, one thing I'm grateful for the friends that I do have. I feel like if I were to ever, like whenever like my voice sounds different or whatever, my friends will call me out. They'll be like, why do you sound like that? Like they'll call me out if I sort of go astray, because I feel like it's natural. The bigger you become, the more you want to please certain people, certain audiences and stuff like that, because you might think that's the right way to go. So I'm grateful that I do have people that will sort of not let me stray away from my authenticity, and I really appreciate that you've even noticed that. Yeah.
Hey, that's dope. All right, so is there any games that you are really excited to play that are yet to come out, or even older games that you've seen that are like big set pieces within the gaming industry that you missed and you experienced? Is there anything that stands out to you?
So right now, I'm just excited for where Marvel Rivals is going. Like super excited because there's so many more characters they're bringing in. So I want to see where that goes. I hope it doesn't die down like Overwatch 2 did. So I'm curious to see where that goes. In terms of games that I really want to try, League of Legends. It looks like a very technical game, but I want to get in there. Like I want it for something new.
You're about this life, AP. You're not even. She's like, I'm not even walking in softly. I started with Fortnite. I dipped my toe into some Overwatch. Then I went to COD. I was licking off it. Now I want to go to League, like that, like them big boy games. Like that's impressive. Well, like I said, I hope you keep that genuineness. I think the fashion line is really cool, and I definitely think make sure you incorporate that within your gaming. When you're being seen, make sure you're wearing your stuff, and yeah, just keep navigating the space and doing what you're doing, because for you to be doing it right, eyes have been got on you, which is why you're on a podcast now, because you're doing something right and you've been noticed. So yeah, just keep doing great things. You want to shout out your squad that's been riding with you for
yes,
these games?
I'm gonna shout out 2 groups, the Mandem and Valhalla. They have been keeping you guys entertained, me entertained. So I'm super grateful for them.
That's the one thing quickly before we wrap. do you feel like you got a bit of an advantage when it comes to Marvel Rivals because of your, I don't even know why I said it like that, Marvel Rivals because of your time in
100%,
Overwatch?
110%. It was much easier to make that crossover because the characters, like the powers the characters use, like for example, Scarlet Witch is very similar to Moira. So is Cloak and Dagger in that sense. And then I haven't played Penny Parker, but Penny Parker is very similar to Diva. So yeah, it really did help. That's why people that get into it might get a little bit frustrated because there's going to be people that already know how to navigate when technically it should be a new game, if that makes sense.
Also as well, I don't think like visually looking at it, like if you first see that, you wouldn't think it's like Overwatch. And I think a lot of people went in it thinking, oh, this is just a fresh hero game, and like no, like people know these tactics in and out.
Yeah, it's pretty much, to me, it looks pretty much identical. I'm not gonna lie, like there's not that much difference. But I think what's gonna keep it interesting is the fact that it's Marvel and people are gonna gravitate towards that because I love Marvel. So you get to play your favorite superhero with the powers that they have. Like, sounds so exciting. So, and they have like endless amount of heroes. So
exactly, the heroes don't stop. SAP, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. We are running out of time. Like, love what you're doing. Could have spoken to you all day long. If the people are feeling your vibes, they want to know about your K-pop taste, and they want to see your fashion stuff, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram. And my name is It's AP's World.
It's AP's World. And I want to say thank you for staying to the end of the podcast so much. You get me? New Year. So I want to do some giveaway. Shout out to JBL for providing and giving away a headphones and a microphone. I might give them away separately so you can enter for both, and you can enter a couple ways. You can enter right now on this video by letting us know in the comments section who is your favorite Marvel character, and if you've been playing Marvel Rivals, like, are you about it? Can you take out It's AP like it's nothing? Is she not ready for your levels when it comes to Marvel Rivals? Or are you a newbie and you just like watching the movies and stuff like that? So leave a comment below using the hashtag comp. I'm also going to be running a competition over my social media, so make sure you follow me over there so you can get more than one chance. But she's been It's AP World. I'm Mr. Midas. You're fantastic, and we out of here. Peace.